Hi, welcome to Fullerton Professional Organizing. If you're feeling cramped in your apartment and struggling to make the most of your small space, you're not alone. Living in a small home comes with its own set of challenges, but with the right strategies, you can turn your compact living area into a functional and cozy sanctuary. In this video, we're going to share some game-changing apartment organization hacks that will maximize and change every inch of your space. Ready to transform your apartment? Let's dive in. Now, first, talking about maximizing vertical space. One of the best ways to create more storage in a small apartment is to think vertical. Here are a few tips to make the most of your wall space. Now, number one, floating shelves. Install floating shelves to store books, decorative items, and other essentials without taking up floor space. They add both functionality and style to your walls. Now, number two, over-the-door organizers. Use over-the-door organizers for shoes, cleaning supplies, or pantry items. Now, when I say over-the-door organizers, I mean behind the door, on the back of the door. So these are often overlooked spaces, and it's perfect for adding extra storage. I've also seen in rooms where you open the door, behind the door, they have put a little narrow shelf onto the wall so you can, use behind the wall of the door as well, with just a narrow shelf attached to the wall for books or magazines, just thin little items. Now, number three, wall-mounted hooks and pegboards. Hang hooks and pegboards in your kitchen, bathroom, or entryway to keep items like keys, bags, and utensils organized within reach. Now, next we're going to talk about embracing the multifunctional furniture. When space is limited, furniture that serves multiple purposes can be a game changer. Consider these options. Number one, a sofa bed. A sofa bed provides a comfortable seating area during the day and transforms into a bed at night, making it perfect for studio apartments or guest rooms. And of course, you've seen Murphy beds as well. Two, storage ottomans. Use storage ottomans to hide away blankets, books, or other items. They also double as extra seating, or they can also be used as a coffee table. And then three, folding desks and tables. Foldable desks and tables can be tucked away and when not in use, or if they are attached to the wall, they can be folded down when not in use. Now we're going to talk about smart storage solutions. Number one, under bed storage. I use that all the time. I have my bed up just high enough on risers so that I can slide a plastic bin under my bed for my tennis shoes and my flip-flops, those casual shoes that I wear on a daily basis. So that utilize the space under your bed with storage bins or drawers to keep off-season clothes, shoes, or linens. Number two, drawer dividers. Keep your drawers neat and tidy with dividers that separate different items, making easier to find what you need. Makes it easier to find what you need. Sorry. All right. Number three, hanging organizers. Using hanging organizers in your closet to store accessories, shoes, and other small items. They help maximize vertical space and keep everything in order. Now, here are some regular decluttering helps And here are some of these tips. In a small space, you can quickly become cluttered if you don't stay on top of it. So make decluttering, first of all, a regular part of your routine. Number one, here's a rule, the 1 in, 1 out rule. I've said that one many times, and you may have heard that one before. For every new item, or maybe every 2 items you bring into your apartment, or 1 item, let go of 1 or 2 items that you already have existing in your apartment. This helps prevent accumulation and keeps your space clutter-free. Number 2, monthly decluttering sessions. Set aside time each month to go through your belongings and donate, recycle, or discard anything you no longer need or use. Number 3, create a landing zone. Designate a spot near the entrance of your apartment or small space for keys, mail, daily essentials. This helps keep your main living area organized and clutter-free. Now, that is, in conclusion, let's talk about it and review. Living in a small apartment doesn't mean you have to sacrifice comfort or style. By maximizing vertical space, investing in multifunctional furniture, and implementing smart storage solutions, you can create a beautiful and organized home that makes the most of every inch. Remember to declutter regularly to maintain a serene and clutter-free environment. If you find these tips helpful, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast. And of course, you can find me on all social media. Now on Instagram, I am Fullerton's Pro Organizing. So let's now talk about a few more tips and tricks for apartments. All right, now let's talk a little bit about some practical tips to help you declutter your apartment and transform it into a cozy, organized haven. Now, you need to start with a plan. Before diving into decluttering, it's essential to have a clear plan. And here's how to get started. Number 1, set a goal. Identify specific areas in your apartment that need decluttering. Setting clear goals will help you stay focused and motivated. Number 2, create a timeline. Break down the decluttering process into a manageable steps and set a timeline for each task. Now, when I say manageable steps, that means manageable steps for you. If it's very itty bitty tiny steps or hours and hours, just create a timeline that fits your personality and how you work. This prevents feeling overwhelmed and ensures steady progress. 3, gather supplies. Prepare boxes or bags for items you want to keep, donate, or discard. Having these on hand will make the process more efficient. Now, just a few tips, room by room decluttering tips. Tackling one room at a time is an effective way to manage decluttering. Here are some of the tips for different areas. 1, we're going to talk about the living room. Clear surfaces. Keep coffee tables and side tables clear of unnecessary items. Use decorative trays to organize remotes, magazines, and other essentials. It just designates a spot for things. Reduce decor. Limit decorative items to a few meaningful pieces to prevent a cluttered look. Choose multifunctional decor like storage baskets or stylish bins. Now, number 2 is the bedroom. Closet overhaul. Sort through your clothes and accessories. Keep only what you love and wear regularly. Donate or sell items you no longer need. Underbed storage. Use underbed storage. We talked about that before. Use those boxes for out-of-season clothes, shoes, or linens to free up your closet space. Now, 3, we're going to talk about the kitchen. Countertop cleanup. Keep countertops clear by storing appliances and utensils you don't use daily in cabinets or drawers, or at least the lower cabinets and drawers. You may want to keep a little jar on the countertop, or your most used utensils in the top drawer. Pantry purge. Go through your pantry and discard expired items. Use clear containers to store dry goods. Make it easier to see what you have. Now, let's implement some smart storage solutions. We've talked about these in the first part of this podcast, but we want to go over them again. Effective storage solutions can keep your apartment organized and easier to tidy, because remember, your apartment's not always going to be tidy, but you want it easy to clean up. You want everything organized and have a place so it can be as easy to put away as it is to leave out. And then if you do leave it out, when it's time to reset your apartment, it will be quick and easy. So let's maintain a clutter-free home. Once you've decluttered, maintaining a clutter-free home is essential to enjoy the benefits long term. Vertical storage. Utilize wall space for your vertical storage. Okay? Hold on. Let's see what else we got. We also said to use the one out in and one out rule. Okay. Number 1, adapt the 1 in, 1 out rule. I like the 1 in and 2 out rule. We already went through that at the beginning of this. The daily tidy is number 2. Spend a few minutes each day tidying up to keep clutter at bay. Small, consistent efforts make a big difference. Number 3, regular declutter sessions. Schedule periodic decluttering sessions to reassess your belongings and ensure you're only keeping what you need and love. These are all things we already mentioned at the beginning of this podcast. So, decluttering your apartment can significantly, if I can say that word, significantly enhance your living space, making it feel more inviting and comfortable by starting with a plan, tackling one room at a time, and implementing smart storage solutions. You can create a cozy, organized home or apartment that you will love. Remember to maintain your clutter-free environment with daily tidying and regular declutter sessions. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, podcast, and all my social media. You will get lots of ideas and tips for organizing hacks and inspiration. And share your own decluttering tips and success stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. So thank you for listening and watching, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.